Is vlogging dead? From April 2nd to April 22nd, I vlogged every single day. The idea was to make one video every day so that I could learn several skills more quickly. I really wanted to learn how to make stories out of everyday mundane things and make it interesting for people to watch. I would record pretty much the entire day and then edit the video at night and try and find some conflict and resolution to tie it all together and keep it engaging. Well, I failed. And I'm glad I did. It taught me several lessons, and one of the very first ones is that vlogs are still wildly entertaining. I don't know what I thought going into it, but I thought vlogging was a thing of the past. Sure, yes, it's gotta be done a certain way, and there are still a handful of people that vlog really well, especially to keep up with the ever-decreasing attention span. But once you find those people, there are some very valuable insights to pay attention to. Now, through this experiment, I wanted to document it because I'm still coming at it from the angle of somebody who's never held a camera for more than a couple of years, and for anybody watching who's never picked up a camera and just wanting to explore the landscape. In the first several episodes, I was extremely awkward. I didn't know how to be comfortable talking to the camera about my day and how to outline what exactly was happening. I'm used to talking to the camera in situations like this where I'm walking you through a certain idea or just a certain experience that I had, but man, vlogging is not easy. There were a number of reasons I did enjoy vlogging. One of them definitely was forcing me to look into the lens rather than over to the right, where the screen is at. I hate when people do that. But then also using that helped me recognize when I was being fake in front of a camera and when I was being real. This just leads to a boosted self-confidence, but you have to get past that tough phase of realizing you don't look like your favorite YouTubers on screen and accept the fact that you bring a different and unique voice to the platform. Now, throughout this little endeavor, I found a new way of editing for myself that I really enjoy that I didn't know prior to this. Casey Neistat is credited for this type of editing, but it's editing in chronological order. You film whatever you're filming throughout the day whenever you can, edit chronologically, and keep recording so that the story develops as the camera is recording and you're editing, and you never really know what's happening at the end of the story until the end of the day. Now, this is going to be very specific for certain types of videos, but he does explain that he edits as he goes, and the story comes alive through the process rather than planning ahead. I don't necessarily recommend this for every single video format unless you decide to go off and start a vlogging channel, because some videos do need to be planned out months in advance, sometimes even years. But I have found that this is probably a really good entry point or a way to enter this world for anybody who may feel intimidated of planning videos or maybe doesn't want to script videos. This is a very appealing way of editing and recording. I don't know if that picked that up. That's weird. Yeah, the idea that you just press record, you have fun with the camera, point at whatever you got, but try and be intentional in the moment and then edit later on in the day to try and create a story out of what you experienced or what the lens saw. Now, this next point is in the running for the most important because it's the idea of forced creativity. In the first couple of days of the vlog, I had no idea where I was taking this or what I wanted to put on screen. All I wanted to do was force myself into a position where I had to be creative and come up with something every single day. I will be the first to say that these vlogs were nowhere near good, nowhere near even watchable. But as the days progressed, I was forced to look back at the previous day and look for maybe broader narratives or find different ways to tell a story that I wish I would have told the previous day. It gave me an opportunity to look for missed opportunities the previous day, something that I wish I would have recorded or followed up on, and the next day pay attention to themes like that in whatever way they took form that day. Now, as bad as they were, I do think that it helped me force creativity. And I've often said in the past, creativity is not reinventing something, it's not coming up with something brand new, because pretty much that's been done already. Creativity is taking a bunch of different facets from a bunch of different creators, companies, whatever you're looking at, things that inspire you from all these people, and mesh them all into your personal brand or whatever it is you want to put together. I think that's creativity. And then the creative flair then becomes doing it in a way, showing off those skills or those elements in a way that reflects your taste. Now, walking away from season 1, I'm definitely a little bit more conscious of my environments, different elements that I would not have thought about that I could throw into videos or different stories, and thinking through, how to craft narratives out of the regular and the mundane. The next point that is in the running for one of the top lessons that I learned is music selection. I've always been a huge advocate of selecting music well, and in fact, just sound design in general. I will be the first to say that I'm not that good at it, but it's definitely a point of interest that I'm obsessing over every single day. This little project of mine definitely forced me to reconsider what is good music when it comes to videos like this. I thought for the longest time, because I'm a fan of hip hop, I thought for the longest time you could just pick a nice sounding hip hop track, slap it in the background of the video, and it's gonna make for a good video. But little did I underestimated the power of music and how it can push forward emotion, or even just sometimes just no music at all. How when you're saying something important, cut the music out, let the voice carry the message and the importance of it depending on what it is you're talking about. I'd always look at music as a filler in my videos, but it obviously had to convey the right emotion. This time around, I found not only is that important, but just as important is that I need to branch out and really get weird sometimes with my music selection. But also I need to cut it out completely when I want to make a point. Like, watch this. What if I told you that yesterday I was driving through the city and out of nowhere I got a flat tire and I had to take it to the auto shop? But then I tell you that yesterday I was driving through the city, got a flat tire, and I had to take it to the auto shop. But see, did you hear that? The right music selection, the right tempo, the right pause adds emotion to the screen, helps your message carry on through to your viewer, and your viewer gets buy-in, gets emotionally invested. So I realized in the final stages of editing this video, I did not tell you where I got my music from. And I'm obligated to tell you if they're sponsoring this video. They're not, but it's Artlist. So I switched over to Artlist this year from another popular music service provider because I had heard of all these different perks that they were offering, and I just thought, let me just try it out for myself. After you've begun downloading some songs, Artlist gets to know you and starts recommending music and sound effects that suit your style and creative endeavors. Their music tab has pretty much every filter needed to find that perfect crisp sound to make your videos pop off or draw your viewer in. I actually downloaded way too much music over these past 20 days of vlogging and really thought I had hit the cap on creativity. But Artlist just kept hitting me with new songs every single day. It's actually kind of unlimited. Their sound effects sound so delicious, it's like you can taste them. Is that weird? But seriously, their attention to detail in the sounds they record has provided me more for my videos than I could have imagined. If you need more in your toolbox, like footage, templates, plugins, and more, they have that, and you can pick out of a number of plans that suit your need. So if you're in the market and you need music that actually sounds really good with any kind of sound effect you can think of, click the link in my video description. That'll take you over to Artlist and just help you signing up there. But now that we've gotten that super minute detail out of the way, let's get back to the video. So am I done with vlogging? I think there are elements of how people are vlogging nowadays that I'm gonna keep watching, that I'm gonna keep adding to my videos. I think vlogging to a certain degree will become part of my videos, especially as maybe I'm trying something new out or a piece of gear, and I'm gonna incorporate that. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable talking to a lens and just kind of being real with it. So I'll certainly be taking the vlogging aspect to some of my videos, but will season 2 ever air? Maybe. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.